Lil Scrappy found himself in the middle of a storm last night, and the internet went absolutely crazy. A leaked video spread like wildfire, and people couldn't believe their eyes. At first, it seemed like just another clip, but as more people watched, the truth started to unfold. The video had Bambi speaking about something serious, something shocking. She didn't say his name directly, but the way she spoke, the way she hinted at things, it was enough for fans to put the pieces together. Everyone started asking the same question. Was she talking about Scrappy? And if she was, then what was she really trying to say? The timing of this leak made everything even more suspicious. Just when people thought things had calmed down between Scrappy and Bambi, this video appeared out of nowhere. It wasn't a small, harmless clip. It had weight, it had power, and it had just enough mystery to make people dig deeper. Some fans believed that Bambi had released it herself to expose Scrappy, while others thought maybe it was someone from their close circle. A few even suggested that it was an accident, that the clip was never meant to go public. But in the world of social media, nothing stays private for long. People who had been following Scrappy and Bambi's relationship knew that things between them had always been rocky. They had gone through countless ups and downs, and their love story was anything but perfect. From the beginning, there were rumors, fights, and moments where fans thought they wouldn't last, but somehow they kept going, trying to make it work. That's why this new drama was so shocking. Was this video the final proof that their relationship had been broken for a long time? Had Bambi finally decided to tell the world what really went on behind closed doors? Social media exploded with reactions. Some people were on Bambi's side, saying she had every right to speak her truth. Others defended Scrappy, claiming that this was just another attempt to ruin his name. The arguments got heated, with fans dissecting every second of the video, trying to find clues. Was Bambi really exposing Scrappy, or was this just a misunderstanding? Some people even thought this whole situation was a setup for a new reality TV drama. After all, in the entertainment world, scandals like this don't just happen by chance. But if this was planned, then who was really behind it, and what was the real purpose? As the video continued to spread, the mystery only deepened. People couldn't stop talking about it, analyzing every word, every expression, every pause Bambi took. What was she really trying to say? Was she dropping hints about something bigger? And the craziest part, why was Scrappy staying so silent? Normally, when celebrities get caught up in scandals, they rush to defend themselves, post statements, or at least try to clear the air. But Scrappy, nothing. No denial, no explanation, just complete silence. And in a world where silence speaks louder than words, this only made things worse. The internet started forming theories. Some believed Scrappy wasn't speaking because he knew he was guilty. Others thought he was taking time to figure out the best way to handle the situation. But here's where it gets interesting. People started noticing something strange. Scrappy was deleting comments on his social media. Every time someone mentioned the video, their comment would mysteriously disappear. Why was he trying so hard to control the conversation? If the video wasn't real, wouldn't it be easier to just come out and say it? Instead, his silence and his actions made people believe that maybe, just maybe, this video held some truth. Meanwhile, Bambi wasn't saying much either, but she didn't need to. She let the internet do the talking for her. She posted a cryptic message on her Instagram story saying, "The truth always comes out, no matter how hard you try to hide it." That was enough to send fans into a frenzy. Was she confirming that the video was real? Was she suggesting that Scrappy had been hiding something all along? The more people connected the dots, the more they started believing that this was only the beginning of something much bigger. Then came the theories about how the video got leaked. Some fans were convinced that Bambi had done it on purpose, waiting for the perfect moment to drop this bombshell. After all, she had been dealing with a lot of criticism since her breakup with Scrappy. Many people had blamed her for their failed marriage, accusing her of playing the victim. But what if she had been holding on to this video the whole time? just waiting for the right moment to shift the narrative. If that was the case, then she had just played her best move yet. Others believe that the leak came from someone close to them, maybe a friend, a family member, or even someone from the Love and Hip Hop crew. Scrappy and Bambi's relationship had always been in the public eye, which meant a lot of people had seen their drama firsthand. If someone had access to this footage, why leak it now? Was this a personal attack, or was it just someone looking to stir up chaos? And then there was the third theory, the possibility that this video was never meant to be public at all. Maybe it was an accident, a slip up, something that wasn't supposed to come out. But now that it had, there was no turning back. No matter where the video came from, one thing was clear: it had completely flipped the narrative. People were no longer just talking about Scrappy and Bambi's divorce. They were digging into their past, uncovering old rumors, rewatching old clips, and trying to piece together the full story. And if the rumors were true, this scandal was only going to get messier from here. Because as shocking as this video was, insiders claimed that there was even more to come. If this was just the first leak, then what else was out there? And more importantly, who would be the next to speak? As the internet continued to spiral with theories, things took an even darker turn. People started digging up old interviews, past arguments, and even behind-the-scenes footage from Love and Hip Hop that had once seemed harmless. But now, in the light of this leaked video, everything took on a new meaning. Fans began connecting dots that no one had paid attention to before. Moments where Bambi looked uncomfortable, arguments where Scrappy had dismissed her feelings, and little comments that once seemed playful but now felt like warning signs. It was as if the truth had been hiding in plain sight all along. And then, just when it felt like things couldn't get any worse, someone came forward with new information. A close source, someone who claimed to have been around Scrappy and Bambi during their marriage, spoke anonymously to a gossip blog. The things they revealed were shocking. According to this insider, the leaked video was only the tip of the iceberg. There was more, so much more, that the public didn't know. Allegations of control, manipulation, and secrets that had been carefully buried for years. If what they were saying was true, then the real story was far more disturbing than anyone could have imagined. Scrappy still hadn't said a word. His silence was deafening, but his actions spoke volumes. He had unfollowed certain people on Instagram, including mutual friends he once shared with Bambi. He turned off his comments completely, shutting down any discussion about the video on his page. Fans noticed that he had even deleted old pictures of Bambi, almost as if he was trying to erase their history. But erasing the past wasn't going to stop people from talking. Bambi, on the other hand, played it smart. She didn't say much, but the little she did say was enough to send the internet into a frenzy. She posted another cryptic message on her story, a single line that read, "Some things don't need to be explained. The truth exposes itself." That was all she wrote, but it was enough. People immediately took it as confirmation. She wasn't denying the video. She wasn't saying it was fake. If anything, she was hinting that there was even more to the story than what people already knew. As this drama unfolded, one thing became clear. This wasn't just about a video anymore. This was about something much bigger. Scrappy and Bambi's past was being picked apart piece by piece, and at this point, there was no stopping it. The more people dug, the more unanswered questions they found. And if the rumors were true, this was far from over, because sources were now whispering about another leak, one that could change everything. As the speculation grew wilder, a new wave of chaos hit social media. Another leak surfaced, but this time, it wasn't just a video. It was a series of text messages. Screenshots began circulating, supposedly between Scrappy and an unknown person. The messages were messy, filled with frustration, blame, and cryptic hints at even deeper secrets. Scrappy appeared to be venting, saying things like, "I tried to keep it together, but she made it impossible, and I ain't the bad guy in this." But the most shocking part was a message that simply said, "If the truth comes out, everybody losing. That one sentence changed everything. It was no longer just about Scrappy and Bambi's broken marriage. It was about whatever was being hidden beneath the surface. Fans and blogs dissected every word, trying to figure out what the truth actually was. Some believed it was about infidelity, others suspected money or contracts tied to their reality TV past. But a few went even deeper, suggesting that there was something even darker at play, something neither Scrappy nor Bambi could afford to let slip. Meanwhile, Bambi remained unusually quiet. She didn't post, didn't comment, didn't even acknowledge the situation. This was a woman who had once been vocal, who never backed down from speaking her mind. But now, silence. And that silence spoke louder than anything else. It made people wonder, was she protecting herself or was she afraid? Then, out of nowhere, Scrappy finally broke his silence. But instead of addressing the rumors head on, he went live on Instagram. He looked exhausted, stressed, and for the first time, unsure of himself. He didn't deny the video, but he didn't confirm anything either. Instead, he deflected, saying, "Y'all don't even know what's real. People believe whatever they see on the internet. I ain't gotta explain myself to nobody." But the way he said it, the way his voice wavered, told a different story. This wasn't the usual confident Scrappy. This was a man who knew he was cornered, and that was all people needed to see. As soon as his live ended, a new piece of evidence surfaced, this time a voice recording. It was short, barely 20 seconds long, but it was enough. A heated argument between a man and a woman. The voices were muffled, but people were convinced it was Scrappy and Bambi. And right before the recording cut off, a single chilling sentence was heard. "You know what you did, and you know what happens if it gets out." The internet exploded. What did that mean? What was being hidden? And most importantly, who had the most to lose if the truth was finally exposed? Just when people thought the situation couldn't get any worse, another bombshell dropped. A well-known gossip blogger who had been hinting at exclusive information for days finally released a cryptic post. "Y'all keep asking for the truth. Well, someone just gave me all the receipts. Y'all ain't ready for this." Within minutes, the internet was on fire. People speculated about what the receipts could be. Screenshots, videos, legal documents. The tension was unbearable. Then, without warning, a private account leaked a blurred-out court document. At first glance, it didn't seem like much, just legal paperwork with certain names and details hidden. But the document had one word that sent chills through everyone reading: blackmail. Nobody knew if the document was real, but that didn't stop people from analyzing every word. Some claimed it proved that Scrappy had been threatened with exposure, while others believed it was the opposite, that he had something on Bambi. The theories were endless. But what shook people the most was that neither Scrappy nor Bambi denied it. Instead, they both continued their eerie silence, letting the internet run wild with speculation. Then, an unexpected player entered the mix: Erica Dixon, Scrappy's ex and the mother of his first child. She had been watching the drama unfold from the sidelines, never commenting, never engaging. But late one night, she posted a single tweet that sent the internet into a frenzy. "Told y'all before, demons always expose themselves." That was it. That was all she said. But it was enough to send people digging through old interviews, past drama, and even episodes of Love and Hip Hop for clues. Had she known all along? Had she tried to warn people? Or was she just adding fuel to an already burning fire? Meanwhile, Bambi finally broke her silence, but not in the way people expected. Instead of a statement, she posted a single black and white photo to her Instagram story. It was a picture of a woman's hand placing a king chess piece on a board. No words, no explanation, just that image. The message was clear: the game wasn't over. And just when it seemed like things couldn't get any more twisted, An anonymous source came forward with a claim that sent shockwaves through the entire situation. Y'all are focusing on the wrong thing. The real story ain't about no cheating or revenge. It's about what they covered up. And trust me, it's big.